All right, boys. Another recap again. Staying on that hot streak. Um, pretty pretty tough day as far as all the conflicting draws we had, and you know, trying to figure out where price is gonna go. Again, I mean, we're still in that high time frame chop. It's pretty ugly to look at, on the higher time frames. But when you can start to zoom in and really understand um, the patience of everything, and I'll kind of go through um, that patience theory, within this morning. Even just looking at the higher time frame, there's not much I can really tell. Um, but again, as we zoom in more and more, we'll see. So obviously we have London above. We had this intermediate high above, bunch of draws above. We have Asia, a bunch of draws lower. Um, so there's really, not a certain direction. So with that said, I wanted to really wait until one side of the range got swept, right? Whatever that may be. Which in this case was data lows at 8:30 and then also Asia lows. Now once that happens, then I'm good to start looking for, that buy model or vice versa if it was switched. You know what I mean? Um, so pretty much, I'll kind of play at open what happened up here. We kind of stalled and we really started to make that move lower. There wasn't really any good entries. Maybe there was like a 15 second at open, but I'm not too interested in that. Um, so then I'll play this out, come back up. We sweep Asia, we sweep data lows. Um, Now here is where I really wanted to start seeing, longs play out. Unfortunately, there was no entry because there was really no gaps that were created. And then eventually we came up, we tapped into this 15-minute gap. Um, Now once we tapped into here, I was still a little more long bias at the time, but once 10 a.m. hit, we saw that we inversed a 4 hour gap, um, which is, kind of just adding to that conflicting draw type of thing, right? Because now that we just inverse a 4 hour, but we already took out the sell side draws, right? Asia and data lows. What do I do now? The answer is just you just got to stay patient. I'll keep playing this out, right? We come up, and then the structure looks really good here for shorts, and that's exactly what I said to my Discord. If we were to just measure out this range, right, we tapped into EQ, kind of nearing around that golden pocket zone, especially if we measure out from this high or this high. This is kind of where OTE is. OTE has been printing recently, so it's kind of just like an added confluence towards whatever model you trade, right? Um, so again, we tapped into the 15, we tapped into the upper 5 minute as well. So here, I wasn't mad about taking shorts. I was still, I wanted to see longs play out, yes, but at this point in time, we inversed the 4 hour gap. We almost inversed the 1 hour gap by like a couple ticks. So clearly, we are in bearish structure right now. So with that said, we've again we tapped the 5, the 15, perfect, beautiful structure. We also left two 5 minute gaps below, unmitigated gaps that could really be used as kind of like our break even point, if you want to call it that. Um, and I'll play this out here. Once we get the inverse, uh, this is where I entered in for like a little one-to-one. Nothing crazy, right? Especially in these conditions, you want to get in, get out as quick as you can. You don't want to be holding. Um, so yeah, I took the inverse, and then boom, it played out pretty perfectly. Break even at that first 5 minute, and that was that. I don't know if this, so it did. It would have played out, and look at that. See, so the bearish bias was true all the way through, right? And this is kind of not a discretionary trade. I don't want to call it that, but um, I'm not sure if a lot of traders ended up taking this trade or whatever the case was, but I liked it enough. I stuck with my overall bias for the morning, and that's that. So yeah, that's it, boys. Staying on the hot streak, right? See if we can keep it alive for the rest of the week. If you want to catch some trades like this with me, Discord link down below, the free one, and then I'll also put the premium access one down below as well. And yeah, boys, I will catch you tomorrow for another recap. Peace out.